So Tim, here we are. Do you think you'll ever get sick of this? Are you sick of it yet?
No, I think the feeling, especially the morning of, is a feeling that I really love. Just the nervous energy going around, not knowing whether you're going to battle bowl, and that desire to get out there still burning. So yeah, I've done it for a long period of time now, and it's a real honour and a privilege to do what we do, to represent our country and go out there. It's there's no greater feeling really, so I still love it, and hopefully can do it for a lot longer yet.
You say you still get nervous, so compare what it feels like in the nerves in the early stages of your career when you were trying to get established in the team to what it's like now. Is it any different?
I say nerves, it's sort of excitement, a little bit of nervous energy. It's a strange feeling. It's a feeling I really enjoy, and it's a feeling I don't get in the other formats at day one of a test match. I love playing all three formats, but test cricket, there's just that special feeling, and there's a lot of luck involved in the white ball format with T20 and one dayers, but it's just that hard work, and it's very satisfying and very rewarding playing test cricket.
You old folks here in this test? They haven't missed one, have they?
No, they haven't. So they haven't. I'm not quite sure what their movements are just yet, but they'll be here for at least one of them. I know the old man was pretty. He was on the phone when we changed the alert levels and whatnot, and he was worried about missing their first test in New Zealand since the beginning. So they've been very. They've been great supporters, not only through the last my international career, but when we were younger, taxi service to and from trainings, and being the youngest of four, it wasn't easy. We're all heavily into our sports, so yeah, I guess it's great for them to be able to sit back and see the hard work they put in to us as kids, I guess, paying off.
Yeah, taken. It's a good catch at square leg. Southee has his first. The hole for South Africa gets a little bigger.
See, my enduring memory, I think, of you to date is someone who always seems to bounce back well after a poor performance. And I've seen that start to manifest in the Black Caps themselves over the last couple of years, bouncing back. Would you agree with me? Is that something that you've done personally that you've managed to install in the team as well?
Yeah, I guess it's a feeling you don't enjoy, and one you don't want to experience too often. And I've had plenty of bad days, and I'm sure there'll be more bad days to come, but I think it's about trying to minimise those, and I think you learn a lot more from. You can easily sweep them under the carpet and pretend they haven't happened, but I think it's a good chance to actually look yourself in the mirror and actually realise that you're not probably operating where you need to be operating, and what do you need to do to I guess operate at the level that's required at this level. So I'm a big one for continuing to try and learn, continue to try and get better, and also just learning from every experience, whether it's good or bad, just trying to, each time you take the field, try and be a better player than what you were the last time you took the field. I remember the first time I got dropped as a player, and I was pretty upset as a 19, 20-year-old, and the first thing the old man said was, well, you're obviously not working hard enough. So that was a bit of a reality check, and something that sort of stuck with me as well, is that you can never sort of work hard enough at what you're doing, and always looking to try and get better.
Steve Overs and a chance, yes it is! Tim Southee has 300 test wickets, just the third New Zealander to pass the mark.
Oh, what a tremendous moment for one of New Zealand's finest, Tim Southee.
You're well over 300 now, and you're starting to go past some amazing all-time greats on the bowling list. Do you see yourself as that good?
No, like it's a funny one, because you never, well, I don't see myself, you see yourself as a bit of a, I'm not a battler, but you're sort of someone that's played for a while, and it's nice to, I guess, be in that company. But you do look and you see a list come up, and you see some of the names in there, and it's hard to think of yourself as guys that you've grown up idolising, or guys that are absolute greats of the game, and all of a sudden you see your name there. It's a bit of a sort of pinch yourself moment, because you certainly don't see yourself as good as those guys. And I guess it's one of those things, once you retire and finish, then you can look back on and I guess take it in a bit more. But yeah, it is a bit of a strange feeling when you do see a list and you see some of the names on there. It's when you see greats of the game and your name alongside them.
It's a bit of a novelty factor, I guess, for you in this test, because it's the first one for a long time when there's been no Kane, no Trent, and no Ross Taylor. So, effectively, you're the man here. How does that sit with you?
Yeah, it's an unusual feeling. You sort of get accustomed to looking around the changing room and seeing familiar faces, the likes of those three in particular. Well, Ross has been there since the start of my career, and it's a strange feeling as players come and players go, and those three have been consistent members of the side for a long time, and they will be missed. They're quality players, not only the greats of Test cricket in the last however many years, so they will be missed there. But it also presents an opportunity for other guys to step up, and I think we've seen the way this side's operated over the last few years that guys have been able to step up. Whether you've played 5 games or whether you played 50 games, it doesn't really matter. It's just another opportunity for guys to go out and show what they've got. So I think that's the exciting challenge over the next couple of weeks, is a chance for those guys to come in and step up. And I guess there's a bit more onus on the likes of myself and Tom Latham. Henry Nichols has been around for a while now, Neil Wagner, to I guess share a bit of that leadership role and sort of drive the side forward without those other senior members.
Bolt! There it is! Trent Bolt moves into history, picks up number 300. He's had to work hard and he's got there, and this will mean a heck of a lot to him and his side.
You can't really avoid the fact that you've often been seen as a combo. Bolt and Southee, Southee and Bolt. Your careers they mirror each other. They really do. It's spookily so. Does it feel different to not have Trent around? Do you see yourself as a combo? Does he get the best out of you when he's there?
Yeah, it's strange. Someone you've played a lot with, a good friend, and so when he's not around, it does feel different. But like I say, I guess you'd take a little bit more ownership on your own performance without having such a class bowler at the other end. So played a few tests without him, and it does feel different.
Do you compete though? Like if he has a bad day, is there a little bit of FOMO there, or a little bit of jealousy, or does it just spur you on? Right, the next innings is my innings.
I think amongst the whole side, guys are wanting to go out and do well. Cricket's a game, as you know, that you have a lot of bad days. You probably have a lot more bad days than good days. But I think one thing in this side is that you actually enjoy the other guy's success. I think when you can, sometimes you do get that sort of like you want to be the guy all the time. You want to do that. I think that creates, I guess, guys wanting to do it rather than actually worrying about your processes and what you do. And I think if you worry about what you're trying to do, then the outcome kind of takes care of itself, if that makes sense.
It's probably one of the last challenges for this side as well. I mean, you've beaten some great sides, you've become the World Test champions, but New Zealand has a very poor record against South Africa. Is that a driving factor in this series, and why have we been so bad against South Africa?
I think you look at the South African side, they've been a pretty good side for a long time, and South Africans as people, they're tough people, they're competitive people, they're passionate people, so they're not easy. They've got a lot of pride in playing for their country. So it's obviously been tough for all New Zealand sides against South Africa. We've had the odd win here and there, but not to have a series win, I think shows how good South Africa have been. There's no better feeling than sitting in the changing room after 5 days and you've just won a Test match. It's that sort of stuff drives me, just to sit back and share a beer with your teammates that you've gone out and you've toiled for 5 days, and those are the moments I think you'll remember, the fond memories you look back on. I guess those are the moments you'll miss. It's not easy. It's 5 days of hard work. Your body's sore, you're fatigued at the end of it, but it's just a great feeling just sitting back there. So that's something that motivates me, is that if you go out and perform your role and you come back and you sit in the changing room and you enjoy a beer with your mates that you've just toured away with, there's no better feeling than that.
Yeah, well, you have to play a bit longer, won't you? Because your olds won't know what to do with themselves in their spare time. They won't have cricket to come and watch.
Yeah, they enjoy getting away, especially Test cricket. They get away for a week and get the old man off the farm for a week. But that's probably long enough. He likes to get back and enjoys being at home. But yeah, they'll certainly miss it when that day comes. And like I say, they've been great supporters throughout my career.